In this episode, we are trying these unique flavored lays that I got from ThaiSnax, and they are going to be the original fried chicken from KFC. So I've had KFC before, and it's very interesting that the Thailand Lays came out with this flavor. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I'm Yun. At NoshFinder, we are here to bring you unique snacks from around the world, break down those flavor profiles, and stay till the end because I usually give this snack a NoshFinder rating to determine whether you should try it or not. So let's dig into some Nosh facts just to see what the original recipe is. The KFC Original Recipe is a secret mix of ingredients that fast food restaurant Kentucky Fried Chicken uses to produce its famous fried chicken. In the late 1930s, Harlan Sanders gas station in Corbin, Kentucky was most well known for its fried chicken. It was so popular that Sanders decided to remove the gas pumps and actually build a restaurant and motel in its place. While perfecting his secret recipe with 11 herbs and spices, Sanders found that pan-frying chicken was too slow, resulting in 30 minutes per order. On the flip side, deep frying the chicken only took half the time, but it produced a dry and evenly done chicken. So, in 1939, he discovered that using a pressure fryer produced tasty, moist chicken in 8 or 9 minutes. By 1940, Sanders finalized his fried chicken, which came to be known as his original recipe. This 11 herbs and spices original recipe is one of the most famous trade secrets in the catering industry. The New York Times described the recipe as one of KFC's most valuable assets. Many people try to decipher what is in the recipe, and some of them determined that the 11 spices and herbs include salt, thyme, basil, oregano, celery salt, black pepper, dry mustard, paprika, garlic salt, ground ginger, white pepper. Here's a fun fact. In reference to the original recipe, the official Twitter account of KFC follows only 11 other accounts. 6 public figures named Herb, which is the herbs and the 11 herbs and spices, as well as 5 members of the Spice Girls that represent the spices. So, 11 herbs and spices? Oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. Social media team is on fire with this. This is so hilarious. Let's see what these chips taste like and see if they actually taste like the original recipe itself. So let's find out. So I have here today the Lay's original recipe from Kentucky Fried Chicken that I got from ThaiSnax. And it's only a 7-Eleven, which is really cool, so it's very unique and special. And if you look at the front, it actually has a lot of the KFC bucket with the red and the white that has the original recipe pieces of chicken with these ruffled types of chips that I really, really like. If I look at the back, and if I look at the ingredients, it's potato, rice bran oil, some seasoning, anti-caking agent, natural colors, so not really much of an indicator as to what these types of spices are. So let's open it and see how it tastes. So when I look at the chip, actually all around the chip actually has some nice seasoning, a little bit like peppery type of looking colors, a little greasy, but definitely not as like light and crispy airy as the other types of Lays. And if I smell it, I smell a little bit of that KFC smell with some of the pepper. And that's about it. It's like the little pepper. I'm not really sure about all the seasoning and spices, but it almost has like a little bit of that, the breaded part of the chicken. That's actually the smell of this chip. So let's try it out and see how it tastes. I don't taste the 11 herbs and spices that you usually get on the original recipe at KFC. But interestingly enough, there are certain elements of KFC in it, meaning that there's some like white pepper, a little bit of the pepper taste, I guess a little bit of salt, but not as complex as all the other 11 herbs and spices as we read through. But interestingly enough, I actually think it actually tastes like the KFC mashed potatoes, which is really interesting. It tastes like the mashed potatoes with the gravy. The chip texture itself is a nice crunch to it, a good bite. It is not too thin and crumbly, but it actually has a bit of weight on it, so it's just a bit more of a bite and has the nice ridges that traps a lot of the spices in there. So I would give this chip a NoshFinder rating of 3 out of 5. Definitely check out ThaiSnax as they have a wide variety of snacks and you can definitely get one of those awesome premium boxes that they have. Thanks again for joining me here today at NoshFinder. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at NoshFinder. Make sure to check out all my other videos too. See y'all next time on the next NoshFinder.